So we got some news coming out that Jose Benavidez Sr. is no longer working with Jose El Rayo Valenzuela recently, as Rayo has put a message out last night saying that he's no longer working or training with Jose Benavidez Sr. and his team, or no relationship as far as anymore. So it's kind of caught me off guard a little bit because I didn't know that there was any issues. I know that in the fights, and I'm just be straight up and say this. It's all allegedly. I have nothing to do with their process, their business. I'm just reporting this. But on what I had felt a couple of months ago was it was a lot of pressure on the whole situation because I know Benavidez Senior was Jose Senior was basically doing the training, and he was managing them. And I think the De Los Santos fight, even after that fight and the Colbert fight, it was a lot of pressure around the whole situation because it's like, okay, Rayo almost got De Los Santos up out of there, but then De Los Santos kind of catching him messed the whole situation up, and the fight went the way it did. Um, he was looking to go get revenge recently, and then they got flipped around into the pit bull fight, which was a good thing. And Benavidez Senior was basically helping out with that situation. And now just the whole situation with the training and everything that was going on. If you really go back and look at it, and I always thought this, if you really go back and look at those two fights, I feel like Rayo could have on a different day had a whole complete result of him dominating in both of those fights. The Cobra fight felt like he won that fight in some situation in that fight, and then the fight with De Los Santos. If you really look at it, he was doing well until he got caught. Just got overly aggressive, and De Los Santos was a late replacement. Wasn't really prepared that much for him as he could have been, and that was just a thing that happened. So it happens like that in boxing. Late replacements are dangerous, especially guys who got skills. So that's why sometimes they'll just cancel a fight instead of just throwing a late replacement in. But these days, they try to go through with the fights as much as they can. That's why you have a lot of guys with wide rosters. But for this relationship to kind of just be going away right now, it's like, whoa. I'm not surprised just because of everything that's been going on around it, as far as maybe he feels better just working with Garcia and everything. And I knew when that happened, it was kind of like the days are numbered on that situation. Because you don't, in his situation, it's like, okay, I'm still got my old trainer managing me. And I never felt like it was a bad deal. I mean, that was a good situation to have as many resources as you can. And, that's a lot of loyalty. You got a lot of guys who's very important in boxing right now. So to work with Benavidez and Garcia, that would be a good situation to have. But for that relationship to be ending, I mean, that's a personal thing between what Rayo said, but Benavidez Sr. had no idea. He had no idea till, I want to say, earlier today. And just didn't know. He was really celebrating the Salcedo fight. For some reason, I thought he was training Navarro. I was moving so much yesterday. I'm like, Navarro? And then, but it was Salcedo. And Salcedo got a big win last night. He ended up beating Colbert last night. And I don't want to say too much right now. I'll probably make a video later on, talk about something else, but I don't know, man. It's like, that's a personal thing. I can't really comment on. Well, I could just say that I felt like the situation going into the pit bull fight was in a good place from the outside looking in, but I just, I'm just at a certain point, you're just a fan, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really doing no business moves. I don't know what's going on, but I felt like from the outside looking in, everything was going swell. I thought they had the ball rolling. There's a lot of Mexican fighters right now dominating, doing a good job, and a lot of those camps are a big part why. And, I thought everything was good, right? It was kind of like getting everything going on that side, to be honest with you. I'm still a huge Rayo fan. I feel like he does a good job boxing, and he's very underrated, and a lot of people were sleeping on him, saying he was going to get knocked out this year. And I don't know. I hear a lot of people saying things about what Benavidez Sr. has said in the past to Rayo. First of all, I don't know what kind of relationship they had, so the things he can probably say to Rayo or Rayo can say to him, I can't say to him, or you fans can't, or anybody else. So you don't know what kind of relationship they've had over the years. So a lot of people who speak on that situation, that's just a personal opinion. But this is business, and sometimes it's hard to mix business with personal relationships. That's the hard part, because, a lot of guys are loyal these days, and they play their role the best way they can, and try not to play favorites or anything like that. Try to make the best moves happen, and it's kind of hard. And then I've been on the side like Rayo, where that a situation has been decent and good, but as far as that be the best version of you probably gotta get your mind somewhere else. But I don't know. At the end of the day, it's a tough situation to move on from. It's always tough to move on from any kind of situation, business or personal. But kind of wild though. I hope everything goes well for both camps. I think it will. Like I said, Jose Benavidez Sr. had a good fight last night training Salcedo. Salcedo was in excellent shape. Did a good job. He boxed well. Did a good job in the fight. And he came back confident after a loss. So, and he was able to, like I said, avenge a loss that Jose Benavidez suffered between him and Rayo. He was able to go back and beat that same opponent. So I know he was kind of excited about that. But now, to have this situation kind of catches you off guard a little bit. But it is what it is, Business of boxing is always surprising. It's always something happening every day. But good luck to both those guys. I think they're a big part of boxing, and hope everything goes well.